Welcome back to Mish Mash, where we don't know what we're doing, ever. My name's Joshua Hamilton.
I'm Mikey Martin. And the way this is going to work is what we have here is a wonderful little bag of tricks. You can hear it rustling. What we did is we typed up a bunch of different segment ideas, and we're going to pull them out, and we're going to cover them for a few minutes.
And we don't know what we're going to pull out. Like, we don't know what we're going to have to do.
There's a lot of things in here. Most of them not very entertaining.
No, not at
so,
all.
let's do the one thing that might be entertaining.
A main segment.
A main
Yay.
segment. We're going to have some segments that will come back a few times every now and again.
All right, so yeah, we're going to cover part of the Nintendo Direct, as well as a little bit of the new Ring Fit adventure game. And if you don't know what that is, good for you.
Yeah, be glad. So let's start with the Nintendo Direct. So we got all kinds of good things. We got Animal Crossing. We got Luigi's Mansion, which is coming out on Halloween. I'm very excited about that.
You know.
I'm just really excited about Animal Crossing, March 20th, 2020.
Yeah. Okay. Well, explain the rest real quick, and then we can actually start talking about
Well,
it,
let's talk Smash Bros. Real quick for our Smash Brothers fans out there, which
All right.
you and I are.
Yeah. We were literally just playing it.
Banjo-Kazooie came out.
Yeah.
He's very fun.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Terry? I don't know. Never heard of him. He's kind of irrelevant, but he's a fighter now. They had a really cool trailer for him. I appreciated it. Are we gonna drop the S word? Are we gonna say the S word, Josh? Sans! We got Sans in Smash Brothers now.
That was really loud.
Mikey, put in Megalovania here.
But yeah, no. Sans is in Smash.
Sans is in Smash Brothers. We are living in a world in which you can have Sans from Undertale, Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII, and actual Donkey Kong duke it out
With Sans. With a tiny, just stout skeleton man who serves hot dogs. What?
He's wearing slippers too.
I love this.
This is I used to think that this was the worst timeline, but I think we might be transitioning to this being the best timeline.
Apparently, yeah.
That's
good stuff.
I've never been happier.
Right? Yeah. I felt pure joy when Sans was in Smash.
Sadness is no more. It's been eliminated.
I also love that he's technically a Mii gunner, because I did enjoy some of the points that I've heard so far, as far as him being a pretty good choice for that. How he's not completely in the roster, didn't waste a slot essentially. But yeah, no. I'm glad that they did it the way that they did. Because first of all, we got some good Megalovania. Oof, yes. Toby Fox, thank you.
Let me talk about the Megalovania remix for a hot sec.
Oh,
so this remix of Megalovania is one of the greatest things to ever bless my ears. The new harmonies are absolutely saucy. Thank you so much, Toby Fox, and thank you so much, Sakurai, for letting Toby Fox into your game and into your home to play the game with you. This. I made a playlist that is Megalovania 69 times.
I hated that. I love it, but I
love it. I've listened to it a couple times already.
Oh my gosh. But another thing I was going to say was it's really cool that he's the Mii gunner, and that you can actually technically have the PK fire pretty much, because
Sans' Ness?
Yeah, Sans' Ness.
That bad.
Okay, but yeah, I'd say that's I'm pretty happy with that. With Sans being in Smash, Banjo-Kazooie,
love him.
He's really fun to play. Love his design. Love everything.
Fits right in.
Yeah, it's terrifying to watch him move, and I think that's part of it. All right, so yeah, Animal Crossing. What did you think of that?
Animal Crossing. Ooh, baby, Animal Crossing. So the last Animal Crossing was one of a few games to ever absorb my life. It took me away from everything and put me into a world where all I wanted to do was pay a Tanuki, excuse me, and go on a boat with a weird green dude.
That was really oddly specific.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
But this new one is going to probably do that to me again. I'm scared for the day of reckoning in which I might just drop everything else and play Animal Crossing for a couple weeks.
Dude, the graphics are just so good.
They are perfect. It fits the Animal Crossing style absolutely perfectly. I adore it.
I love it. Like it's got its own like, it's got like almost a fuzz to it that's like,
Yeah.
like it looks almost sketchy, but like really like well done. It fits the theme. Like,
Everything's got rounded corners.
Yeah.
Everything is...
It has like that slight, like any highlight has like that slight granulated look.
That's
like
what I'm talking
like
about.
I can't wait to make my own Animal Crossing character in this, because apparently you can also like I heard that you can actually customize right out the gate.
Sick.
Something like
I'm down
that.
for that.
Yeah.
Make my boy have blue and white striped shirt.
Yeah.
It's going to be real saucy. So, overall, Nintendo Direct. What do you rate it? What do you rate this Nintendo Direct?
I'm gonna say, like 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10?
That's mine. Just because like
I'm
Terry.
I'm not complaining about Terry. It's another fighter.
That's fair.
He's in the game. It's another guy that you can play as.
Yeah.
Is
I'm more wanting to find out what his moveset is.
yeah. We didn't see anything of that. We just saw the nice looking model.
Yeah.
He does look good.
Does look pretty cool.
I'm gonna give this Direct the exact kind of quality that the Wegmans brand of seltzer water has compared to the Polar Seltzer water.
I really don't like that you like seltzer water.
Let me
This
explain.
is not a universal
Let me explain.
concept.
People who drink seltzer water will understand what I'm saying. People who drink seltzer water in the Northeast will understand what I'm saying. Because Polar Seltzer water, objectively, is a great seltzer water. Like, absolutely perfect, 10 out of 10. But Wegmans seltzer water is, like, pretty good, too. I like Wegmans seltzer water. I will buy Wegmans seltzer water. But, like, it's obviously got, like, a little bit of room to improve. And this Nintendo Direct is a Wegmans seltzer water.
It has room to improve.
It has room to improve, but it's still darn tootin' good, and I will take it any day of the week.
Wow.
But specifically, September 4th. Is that the day that it was? I don't know. All right. So, Josh, let me tell you about this nice little thing called the Ring Fit Adventure.
Yeah.
Let me tell our lovely listeners about the Ring Fit Adventure.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a few questions. Have you ever wanted to strap a $50 piece of hardware to your leg?
No. Not at all. Ever.
Have you ever yearned for the day that you could fight monsters via yoga?
No.
Have you ever wanted to live under the tyrannical rule of a bodybuilding dragon, specifically one named Dragos? If you answered yes to all three of these questions, then you are in the target audience for Nintendo's newest experiment.
I don't think
called
many people are.
the Ring Fit Adventure. For those of you who don't know what the Ring Fit Adventure is, let me describe this.
Wait, hang on. You gotta give the full experience. The whole, hey, we're gonna show like a bunch of people around the world playing with this weird ring thing, and then just like you come in, you bring in your really large thin donut. You go over, you put in your Switch control. You grab the leg band, put the Switch control in that. You stand there, and then you start doing some crazy things. Like this like just random trailer that just came out of nowhere was like the most jarring thing that I've seen.
Imagine a steering wheel, but worse. And then imagine that, but worse. That's what this is. And then you put your expensive game controller onto that, and then do yoga.
So, like, there's a lot that's just happening, like, in this. Like, this has the same feel as, like, just, I guess, most of the original, like, Wii things, except like, not as good.
It's
even.
wacky, but
it could work.
I think it's cool. I think it will not sell as good as the stuff did on the Wii, like Wii Fit. But this will not sell as good as Wii Fit, but I do think there is a very specific audience who is like, yeah, that'll be cool. I'll buy that for my grandkids. We can play Ring Fit Adventure together. We can fight bodybuilding oddly sexy dragon Dragos.
Yeah, no, I did not enjoy seeing Dragos like whatsoever. Like he
I don't
just
know about you, but
no
I did.
no. He looks like a block. Like he looks like he's wearing like a leotard or something.
He looks firm.
Mikey, you need to calm down.
I'm just telling you that like I saw Dragos in
He
the
looks
Wing Fit
like
Adventure
a
trailer.
block.
I
looks-
broke a little sweat. Like ooh.
No, hang on. He looks like an actual rectangle. Like not even. He looks like a cube. Like he was just standing there.
How
like
dare
a
you
cube.
insult my boy Dragos like
He-
this?
His proportions are a cube. He doesn't look intimidating at all. He just screamed, and that was it.
Yeah, he didn't show up for a lot of the trailer.
He
Okay,
had a leotard which just unsold everything.
Nintendo, the Ring Fit Adventure, going back to my seltzer
Because
water
it-
analogy.
if Nintendo is listening to this for tips specifically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Nintendo,
We're
what
good
you've produced
sources.
here is the LaCroix of gaming trailers.
Do you mean LaCroix?
Yeah,
Is it
Labo, Labo, LaCroix. Same difference. But you know what I mean. It's overpriced. It's not worth the price, and it's kind of like you would just rather have Polar Seltzer or even Wegmans Seltzer, like
Or
a Smash
even-
Direct.
Or even literally anything else.
But like, it's all right. Some people really like it. Some people have the money for the Ring Fit Adventure. I mean, LaCroix Seltzer water. But personally, I'm broke, so I can't afford either.
I also feel that.
Super. All right.
Yeah.
Any other final thoughts?
Yeah, no, just the whole game, a little weird. Love to see where it goes. It gives me like real Wii Fit Adventure vibes. But I'd say that's about it.
Sick. Well, let's move on to the bulk of our show.
I didn't enjoy that.
I did. It was fun. All right. So, there's the bag again. It's the bag of tricks. So what we've got is our bag with all our segments in it. And what we're about to do is we're going to pull it out and we're going to do a segment for you all. So, Josh, now that I've fully rustled this bag's jimmies, could you pull out a single segment for me? The first segment in Mish Mash history.
Okay.
Tell us what we got.
Nope, not this one. Okay. This is the now this
This is
This
the
is-
first segment.
is the first segment in Mish Mash history.
What have we got, Josh?
Ooh, we have a man versus monster.
All right. So
one
tell
of-
us about it.
Okay. One of us makes a monster, and the other makes a superhero, and we argue to see which one would win. So yeah, you're just gonna give me a name, for either a monster or a superhero.
Okay.
I guess you could decide, and then I'll do the same for you, but I'll.
It's rather
choose the
ambiguous.
opposite.
A superhero could be a monster. What
We're
if
not-
he's a
we're not-
supervillain?
I don't think we're going into moral quandaries right now.
Oh, we
we're
will
just-
be very shortly. Believe me. All right. So, Josh,
Yes.
you got a name for me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm going to give you, Bartholomew the Beef Cruncher, and
Bartholomew the Beef Cruncher.
that's your monster.
Bartholomew the Beef Cruncher. Gonna write that one down. Save that one for later.
Save that for later.
He's a monster. All right, so I'm gonna give you a superhero name now. Your superhero name is. Your superhero's name is Brexit Jones.
Brexit Jones.
Brexit. Brexit Jones.
All right.
You want me to tell you about Bartholomew the Beef Cruncher?
Yeah, sure.
So Bartholomew, he works at a butchery, and he was always a little bit shy about slaughtering the animals because nobody really wants to do that. It's kind of sad. So what they had him do was once the meat was off the animal, they would have him prepare it and make it look nice for the customers. And one of the steps that this involved was taking a massive, very spiked hammer and tenderizing the meat with said massive, very spiky hammer until it looked nice and delicious, scrumptious to put on your grill and ingest with your family. He didn't exactly like it, but it paid. It gave him some money, gave him an income, and let him support him and his cat back at his apartment. Oh, but one day, Bartholomew was not the beef cruncher. Instead, Bartholomew was the animal. So what had happened was there was a mix-up, and they had decided that they were going to slaughter Bartholomew instead of the animals, because for some reason this butchery is really corrupt, and just wants to kill their employees. But Bartholomew, he's a big dude. His neck was just way too thick to have it cut off. So he just got away. He escaped, and all the gooey bits that were on that wonderful little axe that they were going to use to cut off his head from all the other animals, it got into his bloodstream, and it made him half animal, half man. Some say that he still lurks the streets looking for beef to crunch. Also, he has hooves.
Oh, neato. Yes, this is a much needed part of
He's
this.
very sad that he can no longer wear shoes.
Yeah, that is, and that's
just
why he
fall
became a
off.
villain.
Yeah, he just wants to be able to wear shoes. If somebody were to give him a prosthetic foot, he would gladly accept and stop killing people, and maybe even stop crunching beef. But nobody's offered yet.
That's sad.
Maybe Bartholomew just needs to be better at communicating.
Or loved.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Like us all, we need to be loved. All right, so yeah.
I know someone who you can love. Can you show a
Brexit
little love
Jones?
to Brexit Jones?
Yeah, I'll show a little love to Brexit. No, I didn't like that. Okay,
That sentence.
that sentence was bad.
Yeah.
All right, so Brexit Jones, he's he used to be a hard-boiled egg. I was gonna say cop, but now he's a hard-boiled egg. So essentially, he was a hard-boiled detective, and he's also an egg, and so he just kind of goes around solving cases as an extremely cool PI. He's like your basic grizzled man, but
But not a man.
But he's an egg. He's an egg. It's definitely stubble drawn on an egg.
Does it have a face?
Yes.
Does it look like it was drawn on by a 3-year-old with a crayon?
No, this looks like a really well paid worker.
Oh, it's a hyper realistic face.
So it's like a hyper realistic face,
egg.
but it's definitely drawn on.
Okay, continue.
And so he has technically no arms and legs. He does, although, have an overcoat just to sell the look.
Okay.
And a gun. And that is it.
How does he use the gun?
He is huge, by the way. He is like a man-sized egg.
Oh, he's a
So,
man-sized egg.
Yeah.
How does he get through the door?
Yep. He rolls.
Right. How could I forget?
Yeah. I don't know how he uses the gun. It could be psychic energy. It could just be his grizzled demeanor that just does it for him. Yeah.
He's hard-boiled, so he wouldn't break very easily.
He also probably can't move around that well, because I'm pretty sure that's what hard-boiled eggs literally can't do.
Doesn't he go bad after a while? How old is this guy?
Well, he doesn't play by the rules, so he's pretty bad.
Brexit Jones
Brexit Jones
plays by no man's rules.
Yep. All right, so who do you think would win? Okay, let's put up a hypothetical here. Say Brexit Jones, he and his other detective, his friend.
They're investigating some very suspicious crunches of beef.
Yes, yeah.
And they track down eventually Bartholomew the Beef Cruncher.
So yeah, let's paint the whole scene here. You watch as Brexit Jones rolls in through the door, gun cocked. His teammate slowly creeping in from the side, and
Bartholomew is looking like a sheep right now. Not
Yep.
sure, it's ambiguous.
Yep. And they kind of go in, and then you see the cold sweat of egg from Brexit Jones's temple slide down his face as he rounds the corner, cocks his gun again, aims, yes, and sees the beef cruncher.
The Beef Cruncher is a huge man. But can we call him a man? Manimal, if you will.
He cocks his gun for the third time.
He kind of looks cowish right now. Like, parts of him are getting black and white spots. He's very ambiguous as a figure. He was lifting weights. Those weights were beef that he has previously crunched. Just a lot of it. He's just picking up a lot of beef right now. He still hasn't seen that Brexit Jones has entered the room.
And then Brexit Jones takes a shot. And it misses, because Brexit Jones is an egg.
And cannot shoot a gun.
And cannot see.
At the sound of a gunshot, Bartholomew is probably going to realize that there's someone, around. Just mayhaps on a stroll. So he turns around, and who does he see but a literal, actual giant egg?
Named Brexit Jones. He sees the cold demeanor and freezes immediately.
Yeah, Bartholomew, he's a grizzled dude. He's had a lot of life experiences, but
he can't handle the sheer
he's never
magnitude
seen a man-sized egg before.
with that grizzled of a demeanor.
Yeah, and he's kind of frozen in terror. The beef has stopped being crunched for just a second.
Yeah. And that's game.
Yeah, Bartholomew falls to Brexit Jones. Yeah, rest in peace, Bartholomew.
Brexit Jones rolls over, delivers a one-liner.
What's the one-liner?
Your beef has been crunched.
Brexit to meet you.
And then they both die, because there was secretly,
Your other detective guy that came in
yeah.
was also Bartholomew the Beef Cruncher.
Yep. And so they both explode for literally no reason.
Yeah, as you can tell, we ran out of budget towards the end there.
Yeah. We just had to throw it all into just a explosion scene because we couldn't finish the script.
We ran out of funding.
It's really sad when you see a film industry just plummet.
Yeah. I mean, at least the CG looked all right. I really like the detail on Brexit Jones's face.
Yeah, for the first half, it didn't look like the budget was that bad, but I mean, close to about an hour and a half mark, it kind of seemed like it was going downhill.
Yeah, but I'm just kind of mad that I'm never going to get those 2 hours and those $11 that I spent at Regal Theaters to get to see Brexit Jones versus Bartholomew the Beef Cruncher 2.
And Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, and it's weird. They never even made a first one. I don't remember the first one coming out, but
I remember watching it.
I'm never going to get my time back from watching this.
Yeah?
I'm kind of mad. Screw you, Brexit Jones. All right, let's do another bit. All right, do you want me to pull it out or should you?
Okay, I'll have you actually take a segment now.
Okay, I'm reaching in. As you can hear, there's lots of things in here, many of which you may encounter with us.
Or may not. We'll never know. I want
to do this one.
Yeah.
Ooh, this will be fun. So what we have here, this segment is called Mess Up Minute. Tell us about a time you, real bad, did a goof. Word for word, read from this tiny little slip of paper.
Nice.
So, if you don't have one, I've got one right now.
I can
tell you all about.
I'll have to think for a second, yeah, so you can go.
Imagine this. It is 2009. It is Thanksgiving Day. It's my birthday that year, I think. Mm-hmm. I can't remember. But that's irrelevant. It's Thanksgiving Day. You're at your grandparents' house. Your grandparents are they live kind of out, in the sticks, So, but it's a small town, but they know everybody who lives there. It's kind of nice. And it's Thanksgiving dinner. And they're friends with a couple Amish people. Because they're my grandfather does a lot of contracting stuff, and he's very good with carpentry and stuff. So he works together with a couple of these Amish guys that he's friends with. And however old I was, me, at that point, was very tired because we had been sitting at the dinner table for about an hour and a half now. The turkey was cold, if you will. And I just heard them talking about Amish people for 10 minutes. So little 8-year-old me was really bored. and they brought up the Mennonites, not the guy from Kirby, like the people who are like the Amish but not the Amish, and they were talking about it. And little kid Mikey, he has no filter, and also just says whatever he thinks, and he thinks, wow. Wonder how far back these people have been doing stuff like following the Amish tradition and stuff. Dinosaurs. That far. Because little kid Mikey had no concept of how far back humans went. And so he says to everyone, once it had fallen silent, that's because the Amish and the Mennonites had a civil war during prehistoric eras. The Mennonites were friends with pterodactyls. I cried under the table. So yeah, that's how my Thanksgiving 2009 went.
Oh, Nino.
It wasn't that bad of a mess up, you know, but it's just stupid. Kids are dumb. Kids are really stupid.
Yeah.
I was one. You gotta mess up for me, Josh. So do I have to keep thinking about the disappointed look that my grandfather and mother gave me? Oh, God. I should have known better. I was old enough to know better. Just talk. I need a minute.
Wow. My gosh. Buddy. Well, I've goofed up quite a bit. This could actually become a recurring segment just from how much I goof.
Yeah, me too.
Trying to think of a pretty decent one. I can only think of one that I kind of talked about recently.
Well, let's hear it.
So
Our
I'll
lovely
just-
listeners don't know about it.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is like, I think 10th grade, so like not that long ago, really.
Yeah, we're baby boys.
We're babies. We're actual babies. So yeah, pretty much what happened was I had a like public speaking essay that I needed to do for one of my classes, my English class, and it was pretty good. It was based mostly on like us teaching somebody how to do something, and so I decided to teach everybody how to draw Goofy because I like drawing quite a bit.
Yeah. Oh my God, the spirit of Goofy was just in the room. He's still here. Sorry.
I'm here too.
Oh God. Josh, tell the story. Maybe they'll go away.
Mickey.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I can't make Donald Duck noises. Donald Duck noise. Ah!
Okay. So yeah. All right. So I'm gonna continue so we can get. I'm gonna get Mickey to leave. Okay. So, what I had to.
Yours?
Yours. Ow! Oh, my leg.
Oh my God, Mickey fell. Mickey fell, guys. Oh, Mickey's not doing so good.
Oh, my leg.
Oh. Goofy, can you take him to urgent care for us? Goofy. Oh, Donald, can you... Donald, just take him to urgent care. Mickey is going to die, Donald.
So yeah.
Oh, thank God. Oh, they're gone. Oh my God. They carried him out in a stretcher.
Oh my god.
I hope he's okay.
That was a whole scene. Why did they come in here?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. So anyway.
Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about you teaching people how to draw Goofy.
So yeah, I was teaching some people how to draw Goofy in my English class, and it really wasn't fun. like it was a fun project, but like I accidentally psyched myself out like so much
Classic
prior
move.
to. Yeah, like I was like, okay, I've taken this Spanish course for a while. Like I've had to do a lot of public speaking in that. I should be good. Like I don't like I know minimal Spanish. So like if I'm doing literally my like first language, I should be alright. I was incorrect.
Do tell.
Yeah, no, I got up there. I'd prepared like so much, and like day of, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go over the script again, yada yada. The script is like filled with keywords that our teacher told us to use, so that she'd have like place markers essentially, and so we I got up there with my dry erase board, my marker like in my hand. I start walking up. I'm just instantly nervous.
Oof.
I like start breaking out into a cold sweat like immediately. And like I sit down in front of my class, the pretty much the people that I've seen like my whole life already, or not even but like still for, quite a while. And like I sat up there and like it was terrifying. I saw everybody and they were just like sitting there waiting for me, like a speech. I started trying to draw Goofy, or at least like, my best attempt at such at the moment. And I put my dry erase marker like to the board and I started drawing his nose, but like I was explaining it, so I was like, okay, so what you have to do is you have to draw the little nose, and then like as I was doing it, like I was so nervous that like my hand was shaking so much that like I made several marks on the board before I even started.
Goofy has an incredible sense of smell, so much in fact that he has several noses.
Yeah, so like I made a bunch of marks on the paper, or the dry erase board, and I was like, oh no, okay, all right. I was like, I was so nervous. I like wiped my brow, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. Like I literally uttered that in front of several people, and like it was.
Oh my god, do you think this guy's nervous?
Yeah, I was
Oh,
like,
no.
I was like, okay, all right, I'm gonna keep going, and so like I did, and then I finally got through it. Like it took a lot longer than I wanted. Got through the whole speech, thankfully. I didn't die. That was another concern at the time. And then I go back to my seat, and that's it. That's the story. I didn't die. Again, want to state that just in case you were wondering.
Are we allowed to know the grade that you got on the project?
Yeah, I got a pretty good grade on it actually. I was terrified the whole time though, and would not ever recommend the experience. It was an oof.
I vibe with that though, because for those who don't know, I've done theater a lot in my entire life. So I'm not like afraid of being on stage. But outside of that, I'm very, very introverted. It is so difficult to do something for a room full of like a handful of people that you know, as opposed to saying something in front of an auditorium filled with people that you've never met. It's a completely different thing. And it's terrifying.
Yeah. I think that was a pretty good segment.
All right. Segment. We did it. All right.
Yay.
You want to pick our next segment, Josh?
Yeah. That sounds good.
Ooh, I think I feel a good one in there. Oh, see if you can find it. I feel a really hefty one. Oh, he's very good. Oh. What is it, Josh?
Okay. So, this is a good one.
What's this segment called?
All right. So, this is called Backstory Breakdown,
All right.
where I describe, or I say the name of a semi-obscure comic book character, and maybe their powers or personality, but it's not really required. And Mikey then guesses their backstory and anything that wasn't said.
Okay.
Then I drop the truth.
Because Josh is the one who knows anything about comic book characters, whereas I know who Thanos is because of the funny haha memes.
Okay, we'll try and go with the one that I know, but Mikey probably will not know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Doom Patrol's Negative Man.
Doom Patrol's Negative Man is
Would you like to know any of the powers first, or?
don't tell me any of the powers.
Okay, cool.
What's he like personality wise?
Not the nicest. He's kind of a jerk.
Oh, so he's literally Negative Man.
Yep.
All right. So Doom Patrol's Negative Man is just a dude who goes.
It's their backstory as well. Just remember.
Yeah. Well, like right now, like here's where he is now, and I'm gonna tell you where he came from.
Okay.
So Doom Patrol's Negative Man is just a dude who walks around Doom Patrol's HQ with a T-shirt that has a minus sign on it and like crappy cargo shorts and like way too expensive sneakers for like his pay grade, but for some reason he has really nice shoes. But Negative Man just goes around insulting everyone because when superheroes get insulted, they're like, "Oh, my soul is hurt. How will my character ever grow from this?" And then their character grows from it because they overcome the troubles that people are like giving them. So Negative Man is Doom Patrol's way of making sure that their characters develop over time because they have Negative Man there to force them to develop because of bad things happening to them.
It's like literally an EXP farm.
Yes, because Negative Man makes negative things happen to people just by insulting them and be like, "Hey, Josh, you look really ugly today. That shirt's stupid. NASA's dumb." Just kidding, Josh. I'm not Negative Man. You look cute today, Josh.
Aw.
And I like your shirt because NASA is cool. Fund NASA. So, yeah, that's what Negative Man's like. Here's where Negative Man came from. Negative Man is actually a therapist. He lived like a completely normal life. There's no tragic part to his backstory. He just went to school to be a therapist, and then he was a therapist, and then Doom Patrol was like, "Dude, you suck at your job. You should come over here and insult people for us." And guess what? That was an insult to him. And do you know what this did to him? That's right, dear listeners. It made him grow as a character. So now he works as a jerk at Doom Patrol HQ. Isn't that like so good? What a perfect fit for this jerk of a man. I hate him. Screw you, Negative Man.
Okay. So I actually like that quite a bit. It kind of takes like a sort of meta-analysis of like...
Oh, so I'm right.
No. Not at all. Like, not really. He is a jerk still. But I did give you that. Yeah, no, I did like that. It took a pretty good meta-analysis of, like, how stories develop and, like, that it'd actually be a pretty funny character.
Negative Man is not a funny dude. He's very serious.
No, I'm saying, like...
He's serious about everything he says.
Just take this positivity, because, like, that's all you're going to get from this, because you were wrong. You were very wrong. You were incorrect, actually. Okay, so... yeah, no, Negative Man, he was a guy. He was an Air Force pilot. He essentially tested out one of their like test planes, pretty much. Went into space, like, and then fell into this field of like negative energy. And then ended up becoming like just super radioactive. Came back down to Earth. Didn't remember who he was. Or wait, no, I think he might have. But yeah, no, he came back to Earth. Niles Calder, aka the Chief, who is the leader of the Doom Patrol, took him in. Gave him these special bandages so he wouldn't literally like exude radioactive energy everywhere. So it contained the radioactive energy. And then he also like can astral project pretty much. So like there's this dark form that comes out of him and it's like rah, and then it goes around the battlefield and stuff like that. And I think it can possess people, maybe, I don't know. And then like yeah, it goes back into him, and he's like literally the entire time that this spirit isn't in him, he just goes limp noodle. So like that's fun. But yeah, so He's a pretty fun guy, cool at parties, kind of a jerk, is relatively negative,
Can I ask what his party trick is?
literally going out of his body.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but then like, he could probably use his own body as a puppet or something.
That's kind of neat.
No, it isn't.
In my opinion, in
No,
my
it's
defense of
No.
what I thought Negative Man was.
Incorrect.
In my defense, Joshua, the radioactivity
No,
is...
hang on though. I like yours as a concept. It's really cool. I think that it acts like a really interesting character in something.
The radioactivity is a metaphor for his degree in being a therapist. Is that a degree? I don't know. It's a metaphor.
I don't think
It's all a metaphor, Josh. It's like triple. Oh, we're okay. So in the Doom Patrol universe, everything is a metaphor for the mundane day-to-day office life. And Negative Man, Dr.
You
Negative...
totally hit the mic just then.
It's okay. The viewers will forgive me. Negative Man, Dr. Negative, whatever his name is, Negative Bob, he's the office jerk because everyone insulted him. And now he feels the need to insult them via removing his soul from his body and possessing them, but like not literally. In like the real world, it would be like him insulting people, if you catch my drift. It's like 3 layers of just fourth wall breakage. We're like fourth wall, then like 16th wall, then 64th wall.
Wow. Now that's some intense stuff.
I should never think another thought. All
No,
right,
you
let's do
shouldn't.
another segment.
Okay, yeah, just in case.
We need to.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of things that we've got from this recording.
Oh, yeah, you're right. All right, so yeah, we're doing another segment.
What's this one?
These are food flops. 5 foods.
Okay.
List to the other person. This is food flops. We list 5 foods. And then like essentially the other person gives you the list of foods. Then the other the person who has been given the list of foods has to make the best recipe that they can using all of the foods.
Okay. So,
we don't literally have to make it. We could just
yeah,
because we don't have a kitchen.
Yeah, we're in a recording studio right now. We do
It'd-
not have pots and pans.
It'd be pretty weird if we pulled like a papaya out and then just started cooking it.
Is papaya my first food?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna have for the foods. We're gonna have papaya, granola, a lobster, soup,
Any kind specifically?
bisque, chicken
Bisque.
bisque. I think that's the thing. And then, wait, no, that's tomato bisque. Tomato bisque. Just do tomato bisque. And then, what should your last ingredient be? So we got papaya.
Papaya, granola, lobster, and tomato bisque.
Wow, this already sounds so bad.
Yeah.
Pecans.
Pecans, if you suck. So,
We're taking a stance on pecans.
I say both.
Okay.
Your list of foods for me is
Oh man, I'm doing this too. Okay.
jumbo shrimp, butter, salt,
Wow, you're just giving me basic stuff. All right.
eggs,
Okay.
durian. If you've never had durian before, it smells and tastes like rotting flesh.
Oh my gosh, you've given me the worst thing.
I gave you 4 very easy ingredients, Joshua.
And then gave me a durian. I don't
Yeah?
even know what a durian tastes like.
It's rotting flesh. It smells and tastes like rotting flesh.
Okay.
So, would you like me to go first? Or
Yeah,
you? All right.
you go first.
So, what I'm going to be preparing today on our lovely show is a meal, if you can call it that.
All right, so I'm gonna go first, I guess. Am I able to use like different like seasonings and stuff, or
Oh yeah,
just the,
yeah.
okay.
You can use outside ingredients, but the dish has to have those 5 things in it.
Okay. I'm actually going to take all of these. So I'm gonna make pretty much a plate of jumbo shrimp with like Creole seasoning and stuff like that. Gonna put the butter, the salt, or well, I'm actually gonna salt them. Gonna put the Creole seasoning, etc., etc. You know, make it actually taste like pretty good. Gonna take the eggs, and I'm going to like slice them up, or I'm going to like boil them, slice them up, basically make them into like a. Oh wait, no, I can actually make a batter out of this, bruh. Okay, yeah, no, I'm gonna make a batter using the butter and eggs. Gonna add some flour, make a batter. Gonna basically batter the shrimp in this. Gonna put the salt, in there. That's kind of an obvious one.
Where's the durian?
I'm going to make a sauce out of the durian.
Who hurt you?
A lot of people.
Oh,
No. Yeah, no, I'm gonna make a sauce out of the durian. So first of all, it is technically part of the dish. You can either put it on top of it, or you can leave it on the side and never touch it. Ever. Ever. Like ever. Like ever. Like don't touch it. Just don't consume it. It is not meant for the human body. Just
see.
don't do it.
I see. Would you like me to go?
Sure.
All right. So what I'm going to prepare for you is in fact a dessert. It may have tomato bisque and lobster in it, but it is a dessert. So first up.
Sorry, I popped my back.
Oh, good job. Proud of you.
Thank you.
So first what you're going to want to do is go to your local grocery store and pick up some vanilla yogurt and plop it into your eating device, preferably a cup. Then you're going to chop up your papaya, and you are going to chop up your pecans or pecans if you suck. And you're going to take all the things that you've just chopped up and put it into the yogurt along with some granola. That's right, we're making a freaking parfait, baby. All right. So the next thing you've got to do is mix up that nice looking parfait, all pretty like, make it look very parfait-ish. Add tomato bisque to taste as a nice little drizzle of tomato juice, if you will. Adds a little kick to the papaya that is in the yogurt. Lobster's here too. So what you're going to do for crunch flavor, you are going to
crunch flavor.
Crunch is a flavor, not just a texture. Crunch has a flavor to it. So what you're going to do is you are going to take the meat out of the lobster. Discard it. You will not be eating the lobster meat. You are going to take the shell of the lobster, mash it up, put it in with the rest of the crunchy things because they'll never notice. You got granola in there. You got cut up pecans or pecans if you suck. They'll never know that crushed up lobster shell is in this parfait.
You know, you can actually make like a sort of like, almost like a mayo with the. No?
Let me secretly feed people lobster shells, Josh. Let me have this.
Okay. All right, I'll let you have it.
Oh, I'm not having it. Someone else can have it. I'm not eating that.
All right.
Super.
I feel like that was pretty good.
Josh, let's pull out a bit together.
Wow.
Teamwork.
Wow. Okay. Bonding exercise.
Wait, you don't want to hold hands?
No.
That was the whole reason why I said we should.
I don't think we can actually hold hands and pick up an item.
Yeah, we can.
It's not.
Oh, we almost got it. Got it. It's this one.
One of them dropped.
Oh, one of them dropped. We can pick it up later.
Okay.
What's in it? What is it? Self-seller. Congrats. You're starting a business. You are the product. No. Not like that. How do you advertise yourself?
This is literally a job interview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why should I hire you to be on this podcast, Josh?
Okay, I lost the job. And then I come back, after being completely renounced for drinking a blue Gatorade that clearly belonged to Mikey. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to drink your blue Gatorade.
You didn't need to bring this up while we were on air, man.
Hey,
I wanted the blue Gatorade so bad.
hey, it's fine. It's fine. It's totally cool.
It's not.
Hey, it's.
Saying it's fine doesn't make it fine, Josh. Continue.
You're right. Apologies should definitely, actually have an apology in it. This is the more you know.
Blue Gator was real good, wasn't it, Josh? It was so good. Had them electrolytes there. The tasty Gatorade taste.
So yeah, this is me coming back from. All right, so Mikey, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean.
Just tell me why I should hire you.
I didn't mean to.
You're already doing not very good. You drank my Gatorade.
I didn't mean to drink your blue Gatorade. I thought it was my blue Gatorade. I'm very glad that we could share the same taste in things. You're a wonderful person. You banged the mic. You just hit the mic. You're a wonderful person, Mikey.
So your selling point is apologizing to others.
I'm very glad that we share the same taste in things. That's why we're so good together. We work together very well. We have a lot of things in common, such as us both liking blue Gatorade. You're a very cool guy. I'm a mediocre guy.
Whoa, don't undersell yourself like that.
I'm a very cool guy as well. If I wore shades, I'd be even cooler. And that's why you should have me on this podcast.
So, Josh, let me tell you why you should have me on this podcast.
Okay, I'm your boss now. Okay.
Matt, can you come in here and interview us? He's not coming. It's soundproof. So, you're our filler Matt for now.
I'm not going to be mad. I did insult him.
Love you, Matt. All right.
Yeah, I started out with too much of a bit that I'm gonna be a jerk, and that's not Matt. So I don't wanna sell him like that.
Oh, you're you. You're just the substitute.
No, I'm just me. I'm just gonna. My name is Billiam Brakowski,
Owner of the podcast empire. Oh, gosh.
Owner of all podcast empires. So,
let me tell you.
What are you good at?
I'm good at...
How loud am I?
I'm good at I don't wear black socks. I do not wear black socks. That's why you should have me on this podcast, because I refuse to wear black socks. All the socks I own are white socks. None of them black, none of them gray. All of them are white socks. They are all Hayden's white socks. I bought them in 10 packs. I don't like black socks.
What?
I know that the viewers will not be able to see my socks, but I only long for the fact that I don't have to wear black socks so that I can have my proper podcasting voice, because if you put black socks on my feet, I get uncomfy and have a different voice. And that's why you should hire me, because with my white sock voice, I sound just like this, and I do the inflections just like this, and it works out really well for me on my podcast.
I don't like you.
I don't like me either.
Stop it with the socks. We don't need socks.
I will take off my socks right now.
Take off your socks.
If it will get me this job.
No.
I'll do anything for a job.
I didn't actually...
My feet are out. My feet are out in this recording studio. They probably are a little stonky. I apologize. But, see, you can see what's been inside the white sock all along, because as pristine as the white sock is, it is nothing compared to feet. I hate feet.
I'm not... I'm specifically trying not to breathe in.
It's not that bad.
I know it's not that bad, but I don't want to get a whiff accidentally.
It's not that bad. Well, I'm wearing one shoe now. And with that, I think we should...
Here, have your shoe! He came back, sorry.
I'm not putting on my other shoe. And with that,
Yeah, free will, man.
let's bring it into our show. So... No, let's draw our first episode to a close, silly.
Stop it.
Yeah, we're stopping the episode. So,
okay.
Thanks for listening to us talk about nothing you probably care about for almost an hour. And if you want to support us, throw your money at WDVL. And maybe, just maybe, if you wish hard enough, it might find its way to us. It won't, but support WDVL, because they're really cool for hosting us.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for listening. This has been Mish Mash. I'm Mikey Martin.
I'm Joshua Hamilton.
Have a slappin' week.
I